So once upon a time, the world teetered on the verge of certain doom. And off light years and light years away, a furry alien hand shook the small snow globe that was the Earth and thought that it was a rerun. You see, they watched us like they watch television shows in this far, far, far off universe. And they watched our society cycle through over and over again. And so they thought that it wasn't even the new season yet. They looked at it and they saw all of these patterns coming back again. And they watched, and most of them watched, and it was fine. Most of them sat back with their long beaks and their furry hands, and they just thought, oh, well, this is Earth. What are they going to do? Destroy themselves again? Build. They watch it almost as if it was in fast forward. But there was one among them who had grown so attached to this TV show Earth, had grown so attached to watching our foibles as a people, watching the human race come and go, that they thought surely there was something that they could do to save this season. And so, in the dead of night, this furry, huge, godlike alien shoved off and flew light years and light years and light years, came down to Earth to find out exactly what it was that was making us perpetuate all these patterns of destruction, that was making us be so silly in such the same way over and over again. He thought surely we just didn't know the answers, and so slowly with space-age alien technology, he crept into the brains of so many people. And he was surprised to see there, when he mind melded with the people, he saw that all the answers were already there. You see, we had been taught. We had sat and listened to our grandparents, to our parents. We had sat and heard stories. Stories of economic turmoil, stories of great depressions, and still we took part in a society that created same problems over and again. You see, we sat and we heard stories from our parents, stories from our grandparents, stories of war, stories of families ripped apart and destroyed, and still, somehow, we created these patterns over and again. And so we figured that our brains must just be leaky. That our brains, that our souls somehow were just not holding on to these stories, holding on to this truth that we knew. And so, with a space-age alien technology, he flew around into trillions and trillions of spiders, because you're only ever about 6 feet away from a spider. Ooh. Flew around and injected each of them with this truth-catching serum. And he set them forth, and he could talk to them all at once, and he said, "Go forth, spiders! Trap this truth that human beings may once again remember, that stories may stick." And so the spiders diligently set forth, weaving webs above our beds, underneath our beds, inside our pillows, weaving webs everywhere that they could. And slowly, those stories of our grandparents, of our parents, of heroes that have come and gone, stories stuck a little bit closer to our minds. So that when he returned back to his planet, when they shook the snow globe and when they turned on the TV show of Earth, things started to change. Because we finally remembered all that we knew. Amen.